studies in France. Therefore, Salih Sar did not graduate to become a scholar in France. Political initiatives. Communism began to spread throughout the world through the anti-colonial movement that began after the end of World War II.
Welcome to all my friends. Come to Cambodia Past and Present channel.
There was also
when we talk about the heart of Phnom Penh and the symbol of civilization and beautiful fine arts of the Kingdom of Cambodia, we will definitely immediately think of Chatamuk Ceremonial Royal Palace. But do you know that this magnificent royal palace has a history of construction, changes, and some deep meanings through many eras? But do you know that this magnificent royal palace has a history of construction, changes, and some deep meanings through many eras? In today's video, we will take you all to look at the wonderful history and many interesting stories of the royal palace together. Come on, please follow us all.
In 1951, Sun Ngoc Min founded an armed movement called
the Royal Palace of Cambodia is a complex of buildings that serve as the royal residence of the King of Cambodia, where he resides permanently. The Royal Palace of Cambodia's full name is Priya Buram Richivyang Chok Tamuk Priya Buram Tavada, but because the palace has been through many years of war, the original name has been forgotten and is instead called Priya Buram Richivyang Chok Tamuk Ceremonial. The Royal Palace of Cambodia began construction in 1866 and was completed and officially opened on February 14, 1870.
Did not hold an official party congress. This led to the Kampuchea People's Revolutionary Party, which was not yet independent, being completely separated from the Indochina Communist Party. In September
Welcome to all my friends. Come to Cambodia Past and Present channel. When we talk about the heart of Phnom Penh and the symbol of civilization and beautiful fine arts of the Kingdom of Cambodia, we will definitely immediately think of Chatamuk Ceremonial Royal Palace. But do you know that this magnificent royal palace has a history of construction, changes, and some deep meanings through many eras? But do you know that this magnificent royal palace has a history of construction, changes, and some deep meanings through many eras? In today's video, we will take you all to look at the wonderful history and many interesting stories of the royal palace together. Come on, please follow us all. The Royal Palace of Cambodia is a complex of buildings that serve as the royal residence of the King of Cambodia, where he resides permanently. The Royal Palace of Cambodia's full name is Priya Buram Richivyang Chok Tamuk Priya Buram Tavada, but because the palace has been through many years of war, the original name has been forgotten and is instead called Priya Buram Richivyang Chok Tamuk Ceremonial. The Royal Palace of Cambodia began construction in 1866 and was completed and officially opened on February 14, 1870, during the reign of King Norodom. The Royal Palace was built during the reign of King Norodom and was in the French colonial period. The architectural structure is in the Bayan style. The structure is based on the Angkor Thom model. The engineers who built it are both Khmer and French engineers. It was built for 4 years, from 1866 to 1870, and officially inaugurated on February 14, 1870, located in Phnom Penh at present. The total construction area is 183,135 square meters, with a size of 421 meters for 135 meters. History of the Royal Palace. Before building the new Royal Palace in the Choktamuk area, King Norodom decided to move the capital from Odong to the Choktamuk area in 1865 AD. After consulting with the French government in connection with the many rebellions that had arisen subsequently. Two main reasons for the many rebellions occurred. 1. The tax collection from the French government. 2. Because of the Franco-Siamese Treaty of 1864, which was signed on April 12, 1864 AD. France ceded Cambodian territory to Siam, including 7 provinces. 1. Koh Kong Province. 2. Pursat Province. 3. Battambang Province. 4. Svay Sisifan currently, Banteay Meanchey Province. 5. Siem Reap Province. 6. Mru Prey currently, Pria Vihir Province. 7. Tonopave currently, Stung Treng Province, and the French annexed the Cambodian province of Champasak to Laos. This led to incessant rebellions throughout the country. The bloodshed between the Khmer and French people began in 1864 until France agreed to sign a treaty with King Norodom, changing Cambodia from a colonial to a French protectorate in 1887, after King Norodom moved the capital from Odong to Chaktamuk in 1865. The city was officially named Phnom Penh. Construction of the new royal palace began in July 1866 and was completed in February 1870. The royal palace in Phnom Penh was built in the style of the Angkor period. It was based on the Angkor tomb structure. It has 5 entrances and exits, each of which is designed to avoid any lines running in front of each other. This is the same as the layout of the entire Angkor tomb city. The East Gate, which has 2 entrances, is called the Victory Gate, the South Gate is called the Glory Gate, and the West Gate is called the Spirit Gate. This gate is only used for the royal court officials, such as the maids and the courtiers. The North Gate, which is always closed, is called the Sad Gate. The Sad Gate is only used when there is a death in the royal family. The funeral procession and the body are taken to the Priya Men Field. But later, the structure of these 5 gates was also changed over time, with the modification of the entrance gate. The royal palace is surrounded by a wall with a total length of 1772 meters. The eastern wall is 421 meters, the western wall is 435 meters, the northern wall is 484 meters, and the southern wall is 432 meters. The Royal Palace of Chaktamuk was designed and architecturally designed by Mr. Tip Nimit Mak, a skilled architect who incorporated the architectural style of Cambodian art culture during the Angkor period. The structure of the royal palace includes religion, supernatural beliefs, and the art of decoration, which uses the design of wooden structures of Khmer architecture, such as the use of wood, pediments, pillars, diamond pillars, pediments, crowns, talismans, lotus thrones, silk screens, stage, tentoi, dragonfish tiles, and the use of flower patterns and other ornaments, along with the exquisite painting of paints, which are all purely Khmer architectural designs. The royal palace with its pointed top represents the royal crown, which shows the mastery over the national treasures. The Kisafra image represents respect for the deities, or devas, who bring the four virtues of loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. The group of ornaments above the royal palace is called Borsabok, representing Mount Sumeru, the abode of the deities or devas. Thus, the royal palace of Cambodia, located at the confluence of four rivers, the upper Mekong River, the lower Mekong River, the Tonle Sap River, and the Basak River, is called the Chatamuk River. The harmony of the mythological meaning and this good geography, the royal palace is called the Palace of the Four Faces of the Deities. The royal palace is painted in exquisite colors. Each color has a meaning. Gold is used specifically to represent the king's nobility. Yellow is used specifically to represent Buddhism, which has to combine sects, the Dharmayutika Nikaya and the Mahanikaya. And white is used specifically to represent Brahmanism. The Pavilion of Napoleon III was built in Egypt as a guest house for Empress Eugenie of Napoleon III when he went to inaugurate the Suez Canal in 1869. Napoleon III then presented the pavilion as a gift to King Norodom 1876 to celebrate Franco-Khmer friendship. The Napoleon Pavilion is made of cast iron with a large pendulum clock on top and has glass doors decorated with French Khmer statues, with the French statue bearing the letter and representing Napoleon's name, flanked by the Cambodian statue. Currently, the Napoleon Monument is undergoing maintenance and restoration in preparation for its future opening to the public, with the addition of decorative art objects and the display of various portraits of the king from his past. The Emerald Buddha Vihara was built in 1892 during the reign of King Norodom. The temple is 11.4 meters long and 31.6 meters wide. The temple has 8 main entrances, with 3 doors facing each other at the front, 3 doors facing each other at the back, and 8 side doors in the middle of the width of the temple. These 8 main doors represent the 8 directions. 1. Tisbor the east represents Indra, the god of the east. 2. Tisbakchin the west represents Varuna, the god of the west. 3. Tisutdor the north represents Vesavan, the god of the north. 4. Tistiax in the south represents Yama, the god of the south. 5. Tispiyap northwest represents Vayo, the god who guards the west and north directions. 6. Tis-Ease northeast represents Ishan, the god who guards the north and east directions. 7. Tizokne southeast represents Aki, the god who guards the east and south directions. 8. Tisnaurak Day southwest represents Skanta, the god who guards the south and west directions. Thus, the 8 gates of the Emerald Buddha Temple are represented by the gods who guard the 8 directions. The temple has a total of 44 pillars and 16 windows, representing the 16th heavenly gate of Brahma's Brahmaloka. The window shapes are designed with glass panes that change color when sunlight hits the inside and emit rainbow-colored light, representing the colors of the universe. The interior of the Emerald Buddha Temple displays countless ancient paintings and artifacts, including approximately 500 artifacts and ancient paintings related to Buddhism from the 10th Jataka tales, such as 1. Priya Temai Jataka tells the story of the past life of the Bodhisattva named Temai, the son of the king of Varanasi, who pretended to be a deaf man and did not want to receive the kingdom. His father ordered soldiers to dig a grave to bury him. The Bodhisattva showed his strength by lifting the royal chariot. Then he went to build a palace and returned to advise his father. 2. Priya Mahayanaka Jataka tells the story of King Janaka going to do business with 700 ship captains. The ship was hit by a storm and sank in the middle of the ocean. King Janaka prayed to the gods for help. The goddess Manimekala flew to help save his life. After that, King Janaka returned to his kingdom. 3. Priya Sovanasam Jotnlika tells the story of King Sovanasam to build a temple in the forest to repay his parents. Out of regret, his parents went to find him and were bitten by a poisonous snake, blinding both of their eyes. Sovanasam took care of them both. One day, Sovanasam went to fetch water for his parents, but was killed by the arrow of the giant King Kapila. The gods came and revived Sovanasam and took care of both of them. 4. Priya Buridata Jataka tells the story of Samuda, the queen of King Dattatreya in the dragon world, and she had a dragon son named Furidata. The dragon Furidata was captured by the Brahmin Alampayan using a magic spell to fight against the dragon king Sukasanara. The Arahant Brahmadatta came to stop him with a sermon. The Brahmin Alampayan understood the sermon and released the dragon Furidata to return to his kingdom. 5. Priya Nemi Reach Jataka tells the story of King Nemi, who always did good deeds and gave alms to everyone in the city of Mithila. One day, King Nemi preached about the virtues of Brahma, which made King Vitahar, the king of the gods, listen to the sermon and become enlightened. He had his son Motali drive the royal chariot of King Nemi to take him to heaven and hell. 6. Priya Chankumar Jataka Priya Chankumar Jataka tells the story of Priya Chankumar discovering the corruption of the Khmer Brahmins. Out of anger, the Khmer Brahmins persuaded their father, Priya Ekre, to take Chankumar to a sacrifice. God Indra heard about it and flew to attack the king. Priya Ekre was terrified and ordered his army to release Chankumar. The Khmer Brahmins were stoned to death by the angry people. 7. Priya Mahosada Jataka Priya Mahosada Jataka tells the story of Priya Mahosada, the wise advisor to King Vitahara of Mithila. Priya Chalani of Panchavara raised an army to attack the kingdom of Mithila many times, but failed. He then used a trick to get his daughter to come and get married to deceive the king of Mithila and kill her. Priya Mahosada, who was wise and intelligent, knew this trick and dug a tunnel underground to capture the mother, child, and wife. The king of the kingdom of the Chalani, on the other hand, surrendered his kingdom to the kingdom of Mithila. Finally, the two kingdoms agreed to a peace treaty. 8. Narada Brahma Jataka Priya Narada Brahma Jataka tells the story of Narada Brahma coming to the kingdom of Mithila at the request of Rukadevi, the daughter of King Ankotoraja. He always listened to the advice of the three elements and did not believe in the merits of sin, hell, and heaven, causing the kingdom to suffer from famine and famine. Narada Brahma came in the form of a monk and preached to King Ankotoraja with sincerity. He renounced his views and set out to maintain the morals and donate royal wealth to make merit constantly. 9. Vidura Pandita Hijotaka Priya Vidura Pandita Hijotaka tells the story of Vidura Pandita preaching the holy teachings to the four Sakya Devas. 1. Dhananjaya Koropi. 2. Varunanika Raja. 3. Indradiraja. 4. Suttagruda. The sermon was well known to Vimala, the queen of Varuna, who wanted to marry Vidrabandit, but since Vidura did not come to meet her, she declared that if anyone could take Vidura's heart for her, she would give her daughter as a wife. Punaka, wanting to take Vidura's daughter Vimala as a wife, took a gamble and played a game of chess with the king of Indapati, betting on the kingdom's wealth and winning Vidrabandit. Punaka killed Vidrabandit 9 times to take his heart, but Vidrabandit did not die, instead becoming a bodhisattva. 10. Priya Vesantara Jotaka. Priya Vesantara Jotaka tells the story of Vesantara donating the 5 gifts. 1. Donna Perikaga, sacrifice of wealth/charitableness, giving away wealth, money, or material possessions for a charitable cause or for the benefit of others. 2. Putra Parakaga, sacrifice of children, the supreme act of giving up or sacrificing one's children for a greater moral purpose, duty, or the welfare of others, a classic concept found in traditional literature and Buddhist Jotaka tales. 3. Parioparikaga, sacrifice of a wife, spouse, the act of giving up one's wife or spouse for a higher moral or altruistic duty. 4. Angaprakaga, sacrifice of limbs/body parts, giving up parts of one's body, such as eyes, hands, or flesh for the sake of others. 5. Jivita Parakaga, sacrifice of life, the ultimate sacrifice of giving up one's own life for the sake of others, a principle, or a noble cause. The beautiful ancient paintings of the Dasataka story painted on the walls of the Emerald Buddha Temple were completely destroyed by the Khmer Rouge during the years 1975 to 1979, and approximately 500 pieces of art were transported by the Khmer Rouge to be sold to neighboring foreigners in exchange for weapons. The Emerald Buddha Temple is enshrined in a Buddha statue made of crystal glass, created in 1885 by the French artist René-Jules Lalique. The emerald statue is a copy of the original Emerald Buddha statue, created in 1605 by King Sri Suryappa in the 17th century, which is kept in the Buddha Hall at the Great Temple of the Judges, which is modelled after the Buddha statue at the Priya Patura Temple in Angkor in the 12th century. The Emerald Buddha Temple is known to foreigners as the Silver Pagoda because the floor of the temple paved with 5,329 pieces of pure silver, each weighing 1.1 to 5 kilograms. The Emerald Buddha Temple has a statue of Buddha made of pure gold in the posture of Abhimudra, in a standing posture. This Buddha statue is the royal decree of King Norodom before he died, ordering Sisaworth to take the large golden urn that contained his body and melt it into a golden statue of Maitreya Buddha, so that he can achieve the path of enlightenment and connect to the enlightenment of the fifth Buddha in the future. The golden Buddha statue, Priya Ser Maitri, was built in 1906, made of 100% pure gold, weighing 90 kilograms, including the pedestal and crown, and set with 9,584 diamonds. The largest diamond is on the crown, measuring 25 li, and the aura chest measuring 22 li. After its completion, King Sisaworth named the Golden Buddha Priya Chin Rainsi Rajak Norodom until the Khmer Rouge era, 1975 to 1979. The Golden Buddha was taken by the Khmer Rouge to sell to foreign countries for military equipment and then returned. The original statue was lost during the Cambodian Civil War and was replaced by a new one in 1992 under King Norodom Sihanouk, which was set with 2,086 diamonds, and the largest diamond is on the crown, measuring 20 li. Hor Panchakset is a small temple located south of the Great Temple of the Divine Judgment, built in 1915 to house the Panchakset, which is the enshrining of 5 Brahmanical deities. 1. Priya Isora 2, Priya Amabhagavati 3, Priya Narayan 4, Priya Ganesh 5, Priya Poltep holding a plough as a ketan. In the case of a Brahmanical ceremony to consecrate a deity, the royal court or the amateurs do not have the right to take the deity unless the Baku group, which has the status of royal guru, has the right to take a deity out. The 5 royal gurus are: 1. Priya Brahman Guru, 2. Priya Brahma Therit, 3. Priya Jayathapodi, 4. Priya Montara 5, Priya Domrat. Because Cambodia experienced civil war for many years, the order of affairs in the royal palace was lost and changed. When the statues of the gods Priya Kachai or Priya Kamchai are added to preserve them, Hor Panchaket was renamed Samrit Vimian Temple to this day. Har Samran Fearum English, Har Samran Fearum. This temple was built in 1866 to 1870 during the reign of King Norodom, located to the north of the Great Temple of the Judgment. Har Samran Fearum is used for the king, who ascends to the throne on a gilded elephant. The upper part is placed on the Malapropate helmet and the Fusakacharonga for pieces of armor. The lower part is placed on the clothes of the royal family up to the royal family. The clothes of the royal family are divided into 5 colors: gold, yellow, orange, pink and red. The colors of the royal family's clothes are divided into different roles. The gold color of the royal family is used to hold the important items of the king, such as the conreach, the mala, or has a pedestal to hold the king's Lanchikar seal. The yellow uniform is responsible for holding the pedestal, holding the royal robes close to prepare the king for the change. The orange uniform is responsible for holding the umbrella to cover the king. The pink uniform is responsible for the group of amateurs, who are responsible for holding the swords, such as Sentuon, Bangsang, Bangsaria, Bayman and Futon, etc. The red uniform is responsible for carrying the royal trumpet to the king. If he travels by a chariot, 8 amateurs are required to carry the royal trumpet to him. Horse Samaran Phiram was demolished and rebuilt in 1915 during the reign of King Sisaworth. The temple on the lower floor was added to store ancient Khmer musical instruments and other equipment for royal processions. Later, during the war in Cambodia, the temple became the Sihanoukville Museum, which houses valuable souvenirs that the great leaders of friendly countries presented to the King of Cambodia. Hor Mondub is a small temple located south of the Emerald Buddha Temple, built in 1892 during the reign of King Norodom Sihanouk. The temple is said to represent the dream mountain of Mount Sumanokht in Lanka, now Sri Lanka, which contains the footprint of the Buddha, our supreme teacher, who enshrined this footprint on Mount Sumanokht, which is 2,243 meters high. The 108 small figures in the footprint of the Buddha represent the 108 incarnations of Avalokiteshvara, who is also the Buddha's incarnation. It should be noted that foreigners write the word Mondap in English as Mondap. We do not know their pronunciation, but it seems to be far from the Khmer pronunciation. Hor Priya Ko English. Hor Priya Ko is a small temple located north of the Priya Kyo Marakot Temple, built in 1892 during the reign of King Norodom. The temple is used to house a statue of a bull, representing Kanonda, the vehicle of King Isora. The original statue of a bull, built during the reign of King Srey Suryovong, was made of bronze and was the size of a whole bull. Inside the bull's belly, it is also preserved in the sostros of the kingdom. In 1385, the Siamese army attacked Angkor for the second time under King Dhamaraja I. The statue of the bull was taken away by King Panyorat and was preserved by successive kings until the Lomwek period. The statue of the bull was transported to Ayutthaya by the Siamese army after the sack of Lomwek in 1593 under King Jayagestha I. Currently, the statue of the cow in Hor Priya Ko is only a symbol of historical traces, because this small temple houses religious scriptures and the Priya Tribhaidak, so the temple has been renamed Hor Priya Tribhaidak to this day. The Riamayanak mural, painted on the wall of the royal palace in the Priya Vihar Priya Kyo Marakot complex, is 642 meters long. It was painted in 1903 and completed in 1904 by 5 Cambodian artists from the Khmer tradition of the ancient teachers of King Sisaworth. The Riamayanak mural is based on a single story from the Riamayanak saga. The Riamayanak is a story inspired by the Riamayanak, which originated in India, which tells the story of Rama, the last incarnation of Vishnu, leading an army of 50,000 monkeys to fight the Asuras of Ravana in Lanka to rescue Sita. Currently, these murals are in a state of disrepair and are gradually disappearing due to time and climate change, which causes acid reactions to eat away at the stone, making the murals vulnerable to gradual loss of shape in the future. In 2015, the Cambodian government undertook a project to restore the Ringke paintings with the participation of a professor of ancient painting, Mr. Tip Nimit Vishit Jetchan from the Rayam Institute, and many other teachers to add colour and restore the Ramka paintings, under the leadership of the Ministry of the Royal Palace. However, time and weather are still the main factors that cause the Ramkha paintings, which are more than 100 years old, to suffer from acid corrosion, causing all of these paintings to gradually decay and disappear over time. The Royal Palace was built in 1927 by the architect Lochok Natip Nimitmok during the reign of King Sisawath Molavong. The Royal Palace is located to the northwest of the Thiva Trin Temple and is used by the king as his permanent residence. The palace is also reserved for national and international guests to pay homage to the King of Cambodia and the Queen Mother of Cambodia to show their respect. In front of the palace is the royal flag, which represents the presence of the king. If the royal flag is hoisted to its highest point, it means that the king is in residence in the royal palace. If the royal flag is lowered to half its height, it means that the king is mourning for his relatives. If the royal flag is not hoisted, it means that the king is not in the royal palace. In front of the gate of the Khmer Palace is the guard post of the Royal Palace Guard. The Royal Palace Guard wears a white uniform, a hat, a sash, and a royal seal on the top of the hat, white gloves, is armed with an AK-47 rifle, wears blue pants with red stripes, and must stand upright in a guarding posture and must stand for 2 hours before changing positions. Because the rules in the Royal Palace are currently relaxed, the Royal Palace Guard is not tightened. The Royal Pavilion was also built in 1912 during the reign of King Sisawath. This royal palace is a pavilion used to organize banquets for His Majesty the King on the occasion of the King's birthday, which includes a display of the royal dance, a dance performance for distinguished guests, as well as high-ranking national and international guests. Architecturally, the pavilion is decorated with floral motifs in the style of French art on the upper part of the ceiling. The King's birthday celebrations can be held for 3 days if the King's birthday celebration is organized 1 day before the King's birthday. The Royal Elephant Stables were built in 1866. The elephant stables are located on the southern side of the Royal Palace, adjacent to the Royal Palace fence. The elephant stables are a large house that houses between 10 and 15 elephants. These elephants are raised to serve as vehicles for the king and his family, and they are kept in preparation for various processions. The most important elephant is the white elephant, which is the only one for the king, in 1996. After the end of the Cambodian Civil War, the Royal Elephant Stables were demolished and renovated and converted into the Elephant Museum to display the equipment for the processions in various royal ceremonies, because after the war there were no more elephants. The Elephant Museum has exhibits such as equipment for the processions of the Royal Palace, a photo exhibition hall, a gallery of ancient Khmer models, ancient Khmer costumes, a hall for selling various souvenirs. Chan Palace was built in 1954 during the reign of King Norodom Suramerit. The palace is located next to the Napoleon III Palace. Chan Palace was used as the personal office of the king during his royal duties. The palace has 2 floors. The upper floor houses the royal robes and crowns, and the royal dance troupe, which are made of pure gold. The lower floor is used as the offices of the royal palace officials. Currently, Chan Palace is used as the administrative office of the Ministry of the Royal Palace. My friends, the Royal Palace is not only the royal residence of the king, but also an invaluable historical heritage that reflects the soul and identity of our entire Cambodian nation. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe Cambodia Past and Present channel to receive more good historical and cultural videos. And for the next video, we will take you all on a journey through time to learn about the history of Cambodia from its inception to the present day. What major events and changes has our homeland gone through? Don't forget to stay tuned. In the meantime, my team and I thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye. Welcome to